there are many ways to start making money with what you know. There are many ways to quit your 9 to 5. There are many ways.
Yeah.
You just have to decide one.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get the right thing immediately. Or I can tell you that when I started when I quit my job, I wanted to build websites because I love technology. I was just fascinated. So I started off as a marketing agency to build websites. Then I said, I'm going to do a branding. Then I stepped. I want to be a branding coach because I started enjoying design. Then after a few months and a year, I started helping people with social media. This is 2014.
Yeah.
And then I said, no, I don't like that. Then I started, went back to building websites and funnels. I did that for 2 years. And then I was like, and then I started doing sales for another person. Then I enjoyed that. Then I started to say, hey, I've done all of this for the last 6 years. Let me help others with sales. Let me help others with mindset. I've been through my ups and downs for the last 6-8 years, so let me help others. So I never knew I would be in this position when I started in 2012, when I was sitting in the audience. I didn't know that I was there. So maybe you're thinking, I'm finding my niche. I need to be clear on what program to have. You don't have to. That's the beauty of it. Because only thing you have to do is show up on your own Instagram account. Find out how Joe teaches on doing viral. Find out how you can be on Instagram. Show up, and it's like a job. Because right now it's something you love because it's passion, and then you need to cross the bridge over to being the professional side of it because you're doing it already. You show up to your job no matter what the weather is, no matter what how you feel, no matter how you have plans or exciting plans. You show up for your job no matter what happens. The same thing that gets transferred over to this job because there's no one else holding you accountable to show up at 9 to 5 for your own business. Hence you need to show up. No one's going to tell you you need to do this, and you have to show up on Instagram. That's one way to clocking it in. Showing up, and once people know you are there, you exist, your knowledge exists, your story exists, and you will then realize, you'll start to observe the analytics and start to notice which content. Then you will know, I will make that program. I'll make that. Then I will start to coach these people. You don't know that when you're starting off. What you do know is that your current situation is not acceptable, and it's going to remain the same if you do nothing. And you will just wait for next January for your bonus review or your paycheck review, and you hope you get more than 3%. And that's it.
It's nothing changes if nothing changes, isn't it?
Yes.
That's that saying, which is so straightforward but makes sense. I think the important, we were talking about this before, I think the important thing is, I think people in general, but women especially, busy mums, we make excuses, say, oh yeah, I'm stuck, I'm not fulfilled, I'm going to wait for the kids to get older, I'm going to wait till I've got more time, I'm going to wait till I've got more money in, saved, till I pay more mortgage off, we can put off like for years and years, and you can never get that time back. It's one thing you can never get back in life. You can always make more money, but you can never get that time back. And I think the important thing is, like, you don't have to go from like doing potentially what we've done or what I've done. It is like just quitting your job and just selling everything and traveling the world. You don't have to make that big step. It's just important to make a step, one step in that direction, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Like having a conversation with someone like myself or Chinmay, our inbox is always open, or reading one of these great books, or what other steps can people make, having conversations with other people that they aspire to.
The one thing you can do is continue, keep the intention alive of what you want to do. You have to know this. The same rules there are rules when you were in the corporate world. There are rules when you start going. Because in the corporate world, you are waiting for someone to give you the perfect job. Here, you make your own perfect job. There's no one giving you the perfect job. That's one. And here, you have to know that in the corporate world, you had a resume, and when you applied for a job, your resume was good to get started with the job you applied for. And within a few months, It evolved. For a few weeks, it would change, it would evolve, it would become a hybrid. You would take on other responsibilities. You would be dumped with stuff you don't like to do. And guess what? That's the same thing here. You just need to start off with what you know, and within a few weeks you will realize, oh my God, I don't know this. I don't know funnel building. I don't know Instagram. You just suck it up like how you would suck it up, and you would in your job. If your manager, the new job you got, if your manager said your role has changed, we are going in a different direction, you need to take this new role, you're going to be doing this project, but you've never done anything, you're going to spend some long hours and get yourself trained, and you would hope you would do a good job and get better over the few weeks. It's the same thing here. You just get on with what you know, start building an online business, and you will find things you don't know. You will find things you're absolutely crap at, and you will find things that you will need to learn to get improved. It's the same thing. There's nothing else. So I'm just telling you, you're already doing it. You just have to know that you need to do the same thing.
That's great advice. So I'm just conscious of everything. I don't know how much didn't put a time on, but we've been talking for a while now, so
sure.
probably should.
If you have any questions, you can post. I don't know. I know a few of you are watching.
If anyone's got questions, you can post them below, and we'll reply to them. I think we will post this as a reel, permanent reel, so if anyone's missed it, they can watch the replay. We might have to do a part 2 to this, because I think we could talk for hours.
Absolutely.
I would just say, both our inboxes are open. If you want to talk to us, I'm happy to just talk about my travel journey, what it took to sell off and leave the UK. I'm about building a business online, a social media presence, all of those sort of things. If anyone's wants to jump on a call with me, I'm happy to do that. And I want to talk about
one last thing is that when we can, obviously, once you comment and you ask for Joe that we need one more, I'm happy to jump in, and we can
we could do like a Q&A session.
Absolutely. So one thing is that if I know you're listening here because you want to do something about it, and you are going to have ideas after this, you're going to have some goals, you can start, and very soon you will have this grand vision of how you want to change your life. You write all of that, but when you can design, but when you come back, you have to plan backwards. Like you start creating what kind of life you want to have 1 year from now, 2 years from now, and then when you're executing, you execute forward what you can do one step today towards it. Not every step will not give you complete satisfaction of achieving the goal, but it's going to give you some improvement. So the way you need to check is, this is a long journey. This is not going to happen overnight. And it is going to feel like an overnight success, but it is not going to happen overnight. That's one. And second is in the job, someone validated you by a salary. Here, no one is going to validate you. You need to show up for yourself. No one's going to acknowledge you. No one's going to validate you. And your job is to validate your clients. That's why they come to you. So you need to validate your knowledge yourself. You need to do that, and play your own game. Don't copy others. Don't feel like you're behind or ahead, because if you are not ahead, you need to know you need to be ahead of yourself. Who you are today, can you be better tomorrow? Because in this world, in this physical universe of this, you can either improve or decay. You cannot stay the same. If you're just to be on par with how the world is, you need to increase your salary every 5%, so that you can just hold on to current expenses. So that means if you stay the same, if you get the same salary next year, it's not the same, right? So that shows, in order to just stay the same, you need to improve by at least 5 to 10%. If you don't do that, you're going down. So there are only two states: you're either improving or you're going down. So there is no I will wait it out. So there is no waiting out here. You need to go think of what you want to achieve, what can you create for your family. You may not know what it is right now. I didn't know what this kind of life until 5 years ago. I've been doing this in 2012. I didn't know I would be doing this in 2021. It just happened to me. So when you're when you're living intentionally, you get ideas.
Yeah.
But don't force it on you. Just all you have to do is show up for yourself and play your own game.
Yeah. Yeah. I always say it's not a sprint. You know, if it takes you, I think we live in this world of we expect instant reward. You know, expect to walk outside a corporate world and suddenly we start earning the same amount of money. It can take time. You know, you've been doing this for over 12 years. And if it takes, you know, a year, 2 years to create that freedom lifestyle, isn't that worth it in the long run?
And maybe you don't need your freedom lifestyle. Your freedom lifestyle for you is not to maybe come to Hoi An, but freedom lifestyle for you is to be able to say no to some things and say yes to something. Maybe
have more time with your kids, be able to be there for school runs and just the simple things in life.
Just living intentionally, nothing to do with having to travel. Maybe you don't like to travel, it's totally okay. But taking back control of your life and living it intentionally is what you're looking for. And you think it is it's by traveling, and like Joe did it differently, I did it differently. We meet families every day. We've done it differently, so you're gonna do it differently as well. So all right, I think we're going to wrap up now, but we will, any questions, send them through, drop them below, and we'll answer them. We might do a Q&A session, but we'll also post this as a permanent reel, so you can watch it on replay. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Bye.